All right. So for recaps, let's just start with Clarence.
Okay. I was so happy for a new Clarence.
Yeah, I missed him.
I missed that baby boy. That little dumpling. I like the return of him wearing a suit jacket.
There was once a manager-type man from corporate who came into the store where I work, and he looked like Clarence in his suit. But he was like a professional-ass human adult, and he looked like a poodle fucker.
Excuse me.
That's a Brad Neely reference.
That erupted the gas from my body.
It's a Brad Neely. One time, this poodle-looking fucker told me suits are supposed to fit like this.
So, I forget his weird. What was his friend's weird name?
Breen.
This episode's called Game Show. And it starts off with Clarence and his mom playing hide and seek in a clothing store at the mall, and it's adorable. But like the
mom keep telling to the employee, like, "I'm sorry, we'll behave."
Yeah,
like herself being reduced to a child in the moment.
I feel like that's I honestly hope that that's me as a parent.
I mean, I feel that way a lot when I'm in stores.
I mean, like, Nina and I hung out this past weekend, and we were in this sex store, and we were, like, laughing at all the Bilbos. Because guess what? It's funny. But
we
it's
were
like,
also at a Target in the toy aisle and laughing at everything there, too.
Oh, yeah. And, like, I was saying a bunch of cusses about that. Yeah, there were definitely kids around there just trying to get toys, and I'm, like, making fun of all the Nerf guns and that weird game where you feed a pig until you can see its pig dick.
The fuck?
Did you see
it's
that
like Pop the
picture I tweeted?
Pig or something.
Yeah, it's like, I think it's like I guess it's like Don't Wake Daddy, but you feed food to a pig, and like on the front of the box, the buttons on his pants were popping, and like one more button pops, we're gonna see that pig's pig dick. What?
So then Clarence runs into his friend from school, Breen, who's running away from his mom because his mom is making him dress in these really prim, proper clothes that he's
really
just not
bougie
into.
ass bullshit.
Yeah, his mom is like the bougiest ass bullshit.
If he wears street shoes, he won't get into college. Which is like demonstrably false.
I mean, I do remember our mom was very anti-sneaker too. She did not like it when we wore sneakers outside of gym class.
Our mom wanted us to be real preppy, and then eventually realized it wasn't gonna. It took her a while to realize we weren't gonna do it.
Partly for her, it was a cultural thing because, like, the town where she's from, like, that shit's important. But that's another story for another.
No, and now all I wear is Chucks. So take that, Mom.
So you look really cool, and you have no arch.
They're not as... I don't find them as uncomfortable as you do. Maybe my feet are just already fucked up.
Your feet are pretty flat, too.
Well, okay.
Anyway, so Clarence is playing with Breen and is having fun, because that's who Clarence is. And they run out of the store playing hide and seek.
Clarence accidentally steals a coat?
Yes.
And they run into a mall game show sponsored by a self-tanning cream.
One of those, like, exhibition things where some truly wretched bastard has to be on a shelf and trying to engage people who are at the mall to do anything. People go to the mall to wait to die. Especially because, like, those were mostly old people. They were just like, well... I can't stand sitting in a house that smells like me anymore. I'm gonna be here and make this place stink like shit.
If I die, it's someone else's problem now.
They'll find my body sooner, and then my cat won't get rabies from eating me. So the state won't have to come to my house and shoot it.
Oh my god!
It'll just starve like regular.
Good, I thought. We're gonna talk about Clarence and lighten the mood. Oh, what a young fool I was way back then.
So Clarence and Breen get them, like, so this poor orange asshole's like, let's get up here and do, like, a game show for, what was it? What was it? Sun mayo? It was something
mayo.
Body mayo.
Oh, no.
Which
That's
is...
not what that is.
I mean, that's, like, really good workshopping to find the worst possible thing that could be.
It's a contender.
And so there's a crappy game show. Clarence fucks it up. The whole time Breen's mom is like, I don't want you to do this, Breen.
Whereas Clarence's mom is like, she's
dope.
a little, she feels awkward around Breen's mom. She doesn't know what to do with this lady because that lady's parenting style is so far removed from her own parenting style. Yet she's the kind of lady that she wants to like her. Kind of. Yeah. And she's being very encouraging, and
she thinks all of Clarence's dunderhead antics are hilarious because they are.
They are. Like, Clarence turned out the way he did because his mom's super chill and cool, and is encouraging and whatever. And so she's like, "Yeah, it'll be fun. Like, we're not doing anything."
Also, there was a bit where it's like, "Where's Chad?" He's also at work, and he's lighting candles in the bathtub, eating a big old sandwich, and then he lets everything catches on fire.
And they have the great, cut before they show his dick when he stands up in the bathtub.
Oh, that was the weirdest... To go back to Wandering Son very briefly, there was a bit where it's like, Takatsuki wasn't in school today. Yeah, she caught a cold. And it cuts to her in bed. Achoo! It cuts back. It's like I've mentioned before on the show that I'm a big fan of the unnecessary flashback or the unnecessary cutaway, and I loved that, but it was weirdly out of tone for the
it's
show.
A Japanese joke that whenever somebody's talking about you, you sneeze.
Yeah, okay. My thing was funnier, but now I understand why they did it.
Okay,
I
agree.
They just cut away to prove that it was true.
But yeah, so they play the game. Clarence is has this bizarre power fantasy with the bronzing cream. He thinks he will become a bronze god. Literally a god. And is I need this cream. So they play the game. Clarence loses because he's too slippery. Mm-hmm. And then Breen wins. And his mom has a brief moment of oh, my son is happy, and I'm happy. And then she goes straight to being get over here this instant and do your homework and wear this bow tie and go to college and I'm gonna feed you organic...
Put on a cummerbund and a dickie.
We're going to eat a meal of quinoa and rice as we listen to Mozart.
She wants him to wear a dickie, but she doesn't want him to ever say dickie.
Yeah, exactly. And then the whole fucking thing falls apart, the whole show. It just gets destroyed. The host guy turns out to be a vampire.
Yeah. A goblin, a ghoul, a ghast, a booberry.
Breen gets some cool sneakers, and Clarence goes to take a bath.
But they can't because the bathtub melted. At what temperature does porcelain melt? There's a hidden narrative there that in trying to fix it, Chad screwed up so badly. He made, the kind of fire that would cremate a human being. It would cremate a horse. And maybe died. Because we don't see him.
No, he's outside with the fire truck and the sandwich.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the sandwich and the
sandwich.
Oh, boy.
Okay, and then we got an Adventure Time. That was another Moynihan Alden joint. So it's weird.
It was weird, but also it's still... It was kind of serious, but it was still, funny. I was okay with it because it was still really funny and, lighthearted.
Yeah. Yeah, every time I've seen Moynihan's name show up, I'm like, what are we getting into? Because he's done a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is an episode. They're trying to chase down a bandit. Finn's doing sword tricks with the Finn sword on a bridge, and he drops it and loses.
He drops it trying and just immediately failing to spit rhymes. That was
the boy.
Best.
It's me, I'm the boy. What?
I really wanted him. I really hope. I want that, because if I were running the booth, I would have made Jeremy Shada go for 2 minutes,
32 bars.
Roll it. Keep going, bars all day. Let it flow. Come on, and
Listen,
then
eventually we're gonna release a goddamn soundtrack for this show. Do it.
A lot of it's
Do
on
that.
SoundCloud. A lot of it's on SoundCloud, isn't it?
I don't know. Probably.
It's 2016, man.
I want to. Okay. So the bandit ends up taking the sword, and Finn's getting visions from the sword's perspective during his dreams. I love Jake rattling off all of his nightmares that he has.
I had to pause the video and tell you guys that it was the best joke that Jake has ever made.
Which one was that?
The one that you just said, where
oh yeah,
Finn wakes up screaming. Jake is talking to people oh boy, he's screaming again, and then Finn is Jake, I had a nightmare, and Jake is what was it this time? Break up, the lich.
I'm dead. You're dead. Lich, ocean. All while making an ice cream burrito.
Spiders. Other breakup.
So he tries to find the sword. He's I got a connection to that. That sword is me. Wasn't that sword also made in the episode where they brought Prismo back?
Yeah, I looked it up because I forgot where the hell we got this sword, but it was...
that was the most Moynihan episode.
Yeah, it was made in that episode. Essentially, it's an alternate reality version of Finn that can't exist because of the weird time loop they did in that episode to bring Prismo back to life.
I loved it. I never forgot that episode. That is exactly my shit.
I mean, I like Prismo, so it's whatever.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we see Bandit Princess, who's a tiefling.
He's a new character who's the best character.
Voiced by, I believe, Amy Sedaris of SNL. Tearing shit up. We see her fuck up some kingdoms we haven't seen in a while, like the Kingdom of the Spiky People and also Box Kingdom.
Yeah. Her deal is that her parents had mono, so they hated her.
And what was she born with?
Rabies.
Rabies?
So that's how I am the way I am. See, I love it because it was still funny. Some kind of serious shit happened, but it was it still felt like Adventure Time and was really funny.
Jake spends half the episode making shitty swords out of arts and crafts.
That, did we... Science Cat and, that...
Spear Bear?
Spear Bear?
Have we seen Spear Bear before? I know we've seen Science Cat.
We've seen Science Cat recently, and I think the first time we saw Science Cat was 150 years ago.
Yeah, the fucking dawn of man.
Yeah, in a very brief joke in season 1, or maybe even the goddamn pilot.
It wasn't the pilot.
And the idea is that they fight every day, and it's only now that we actually have to see them fight every day.
Oh. Yeah, so Finn tracks down the sword and the Bandit Princess. Apparently Bandit Princess fucking killed the Box King. Or Prince. Box Prince.
Which may just be that she broke the box.
Yeah, but
the cat's probably okay.
But the cat, one of those cats threw up, so it's
well, because they consider the boxes to be their...
Also, cats just kind of throw up all the time. That's what that joke was to me, a cat owner.
Oh, okay.
They throw up a lot. They don't chew their food.
Nah.
I know they also don't give a shit about anyone's property.
Because when you look at cat vomit, it's just wet chunks of cat food.
Well, like in the wild, like wild cats just like rip chunks of meat and just kind of chuck it back down their throat.
I mean, yeah, they do too, I guess. They're not good at it though.
No. Anyway, so Finn confronts Bandit Princess. Finn's sword is like miserable because he feels like he's being forced to do something he doesn't want to do, and they fight. But Finn doesn't have a sword, so it's kind of hard to fight, and he almost gets
stabbed by himself.
And then Leaf Sword comes back to protect him because Leaf Sword's never gone away. I don't know what it is about Finn and his swords being these like esoteric like things, but whatever. Comes back and he fights with Leaf Sword, and then he actually ends up accidentally stabbing the gem part of Finn's sword that hosts Finn, and it causes our Finn to pass out immediately, and the sword's broken, and Jake is like, oh no boy, and he intervenes. And then like BMO, and then later like Finn is just like in a coma or whatever, like he's passed out, we don't know what his deal is. And Jake is, putting the sword up. BMO made a little Finn face for the sword to make it better. And BMO's just, like, asking Jake, like, why did these bad things always happen to Finn? And Jake is like, I don't know. Sometimes we just get janked up a lot. And then BMO uses, like, every slang term that this show has created in a single sentence.
It's really a great sense. And then Jake's just like, I don't know.
Yeah,
like a response to everything.
I mean that's who Jake is. He doesn't know, and he doesn't have to know. It doesn't make him upset. Those aren't the kind of crises he has. Whereas Finn, he's been through a lot.
Yeah,
both of his own doing and a lot of not his own doing.
So I guess, like, we were gonna have to deal with this sooner rather than later, because it's like they usually they establish pretty quickly whenever Finn gets a new sword. Like, his sword transitions are always pretty quick. He doesn't go swordless for very long, so either they're gonna get him a new sword, or his grass sword again, or
we don't even know if he's gonna wake up yet.
Or that.
That's, like, the more immediate concern is what happened to him.
Well, because it felt like it could have either been just, like, he freaked out and passed out. Because it's like, I mean, no one else was really treating it with any kind of heaviness.
Well, I don't know.
And then that's how the episode ended.
I got the impression that he fainted because he did a thing that scared him.
Yeah, because he killed himself.
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
But, like, so yeah, but then, like, the ending very much, because,
like, the Bandit Princess was like, ha, you stabbed yourself, Yeah. Because Finn kept saying, like, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it's him. I don't know. It's Moynihan will not explain it to us, and we'll just
this one
happens.
though was directed by Andres Salaf.
Yeah.
Well, Moynihan's a storyboard and writer guy.
Oh, right.
Him and Sam Alden have worked together a lot recently. He's been his partner for all of season 7, because he also did President Porpoise and Crossover.
Yeah.
And The Mountain, which I don't remember. Oh, it was a Lemon Grab one. I barely remember this one. What season with this?
Probably
6.
last season.
Yeah.
Last season, which was like a blur.
Character name Matthew? I don't know. There was also... Do we want to talk about that Star Fox thing?
Oh, I didn't actually watch it.
I didn't watch that whole thing.
Oh.
The one I linked, to the real Nintendo Star Fox cartoon.
The one you linked, but also either one.
I didn't even know there was a real Nintendo Star Fox cartoon.
Yeah,
it's basically... They made a short one for the new Star Fox game.
It's basically they animated the first mission of the game, and if they can iron out the goddamn frame rate, I would watch a whole show of that, no question.
They premiered it on a stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I saw the YouTube... Anyway, I really hope the Ratchet and Clank movie does well, because that would open up the gates for a Star Fox movie.
Totally.
I don't think the movie's doing well. The video game based on the movie based on the game is doing well.
I want the movie to do was they make a goddamn Star Fox movie, because it's the only one that would work. Maybe Fire Emblem, but that would be better as a...
And there was also a new We Bare Bears, but I don't know if you guys had a chance to watch it.
We're done with recaps. Let's just do stouts and then wrap this up.
Yeah. We actually don't even have that many stouts.
Well, even better.
So let's see.
Lantern King?
Oh, Lantern King, of course, always comes through. Lantern King is my favorite person, I think, maybe.
Our shining
now.
beacon, if you will.
Like, oh man. We got a new asset for our Toon Goofs episodes on YouTube. If you don't know, we take shit that we cut out of our normal podcast and put into a short goof segment that's exclusive to our YouTube page, so check it out.
Yeah, they go up every week. I missed last week, I think. Something weird happened. There's just been a hectic week, but I'm putting them up now. Next week's will not have Lantern King's art because I already made it. It's waiting to go live, but after that, I'll start using Lantern King's Toon Goof thing.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's see. Alex Andot, or Andot, says, now that season 2 of Steven is considered finished, do you think you'll do a retrospective episode for it?
Oof, I don't know.
I don't know. I don't feel like I'm ready to do another Steven episode yet.
I'm not feeling that.
Yeah, because it's like...
No. Oh, we did... Did you guys see that we do know when it's coming back, though?
Yes. Yeah. I didn't even mention that in our news segment because I just figured that all of our fans would know that. But yeah, Steven's coming back on the 12th of May, and it's going to be a week of premieres or something. Or no, it's like it's going to be a month of like a new episode each week, and the first week it's 2 episodes, and then it's... They're
pitching a normal TV broadcast schedule as something special.
Yeah.
I think we've gone too far.
You mean too deep?
Too far and too deep.
Into the paint. Listen, it's a real basketball-heavy episode.
So yeah, I think we'll just... If that schedule is a temporary thing, then maybe we'll just talk about that when it's out. Because I feel like we just talked about... I mean, I know it's been a long time since there have been new Stevens, but like we're very on top of Steven, and I don't know... Yeah. If we revisited it, if we would have anything else to say. Because we covered all the bombs. So those are essentially recaps.
Also, like, the last season seemed to end at an arbitrary point, which it seems to be very much in the middle of an arc.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're talking about when it comes back. I don't think we're going to do another retrospective. I'm not feeling it right now.
Yeah. Silk Faye asked us if we could put, like... time codes for when each of our segments are, for when they listen to our episode and they just want to listen to a certain part. Again, we have a YouTube page, and Tooch works very hard on that YouTube page, and we upload our episodes into segments. So if you just want to listen to news, you can just listen to the news, or the shoutouts, or the episode itself. If you want that kind of service, that particular listening experience, just go to our YouTube page and you'll get it.
And I mean, like, some other podcasters shows like that, like they'll even like time code specific shit, and it's like at this point we're 85 episodes deep, I can't go back and do that. It's just not a thing that's happening, and I'm very sorry.
And we flip flop a lot in our topics sometimes. Our structure's not always very defined because of the way conversations go. So yeah. Mr. Awesome Potato says, okay, but can you actually talk about Long Gone Gulch?
Yeah, when it comes out. How about you pledge to it so they can make it? How about you're the jerk?
I'm confused. Is it still... Is this April Fool's Day 2?
It's still got the GoFundMe. It's not...
There's nothing else
to
talk about.
I really wish that website was called Go Fund Yourself.
Like, we interviewed the creators. I don't know what else we can do at
That's
this
as
point.
deep as we can get at this juncture.
Like,
Shut up!
It's a pitch. There's not gonna be a lot.
Yeah. And then Donovan said, how come you guys don't recap new Gumball episodes?
Gumball's not on my regular rotation to watch. It should be. It's a great show. I've enjoyed all of it that I've seen.
It's a show that for some reason I need to just watch it all.
Yeah, we fell off of it. I mean, it's
I have
never
very...
gone all the way into it. Like there was a period where I was keeping up with it on demand in the middle of one of the seasons, but I've never like gone back and like mainlined a season.
Yeah,
and
like
we should.
I mean, also,
it's
very episodic, so it's like it's not one of those things I feel like we have to recap. It would be nice, but it's like again we come to this problem of there's kind of too much good shit.
I know there's so many wonderful programs.
Yeah,
because like I'm still keeping up. I'm still keeping up with Turtles. I'm keeping up with.
I've completely fallen off Turtles.
I'm keeping up with My Little Pony because for some reason they have a Dragon Ball Z fight at the end of every season, and I like that.
I haven't. Yeah, I haven't watched My Little Pony since the third season. I think it was the second season? I don't remember.
What was the one that everybody got mad at?
The third one, I think.
Which, I mean, what did they get mad at it for?
Because it was the first one where Lauren Faust didn't have any say in it. Because, like, she stopped... I think she stopped working for the show midway through the second season, I want to say.
Yeah.
I don't know, dog.
Oh, speaking of Steven, the shit we're getting in May is the last stuff that Ian Jones-Quartey directed, but stuff he's written is still coming down the pipe.
Yeah.
Also, apparently Cartoon Network made a Steven Universe plushie, and it's exactly what I thought it was going to be like. Like, it even has, like, you can lift the shirt, and it's like a plastic gem.
Aw.
But his face looks kind of weird. Also, it's like $47.
Of course it is.
Anyway, if you want to contact us, you can send us an email, thetoongoons@gmail.com. You can find our main website on Tumblr, thetoongoons.tumblr.com, or you can tweet at us at @thetoongoons. We're also on SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, Facebook, and fan-made Reddit and Wiki. Next week, for Cinco de Mayo, we are talking about El Tigre, The Adventures of Manny Rivera, which I've seen barely any of it.
I haven't seen a single episode of. I don't know how I'm going to do that because I have a lot of shit going on this weekend and work to do.
I remember I saw a good chunk of it back when it first started, and I just started it. I just started it today, actually. I'm trying to be more on the ball with that shit.
Yeah, I'm about to start it after we finish.
Sunday is shot for me. Saturday, I have to do on my work, and then I also have my graduation fair.
Ugh.
I don't know when the fuck I'm gonna watch this. And then Friday, I promised my friend I'd go see her play.
It's it's extremely episodic. You can have it on in the background while you do other shit.
There's no other shit I can do where I can have shit on in the background.
You can skip some episodes.
I'm either writing papers or I'm editing video and audio. I can't watch something else while I'm working on a video.
That's very true. I've tried. It's the worst.
If you want, we can do something else.
No, I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Right.
I want to watch the show. I think it'd be fun to do it for Cinco de Mayo, and
it's cute. There's no obligation to see every single episode by any means. Like
so I'm gonna watch as much as I can. And
Okay.
This is what I did just in case. I watched the last episode because like there's a little continuity, so I didn't like there's nothing that I didn't get.
Okay.
And then I'm just watching the rest.
Cool.
Thanks everybody for listening. That's been our show. I've been Nikki.
I've been Nina.
I continue to be Tooch.
And just to reiterate, if we fucked up, please let us know. We wish to grow. Thanks for sticking with us on this kind of different episode. We really appreciate it. And thank you for tuning in. Which is what I said 3 times, I guess.
I want to cry with you.
That reminded me of the credits. It reminded me of the credits of Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. And maybe it's just because the person was walking in profile.
It's like every anime ending.
Yeah, the ending and opening were not great. I mean,
They're
the
okay.
songs, the songs were great. The actual sequences were just kind of like,
they were
not
nothing.
thing.
All right, show's over. Stop recording.
Okay, bye.